Hey guys, welcome to another commentary done by Diggity. Up right in corner we got Dentarg starting as the gray Protoss. Bottom right in corner we have Kik0 starting as the red Terran. I kind of like it when the guys maintain their color scheme through all three games. Just for clarity, we're on Polestar. And so if you guys did not watch game 1 and game 2, I feel like it created its... We're seeing kind of a meta shift. Terran, and I'm just noting it this week, honestly. So I feel like I'm behind the times a little bit here. I really started noticing it with Nesh's game, and then I saw Artoza starting to do it as well. I'm like, okay, I see what's happening. Protoss have gotten more aggressive with early game Dragoons and Zealots, really trying to make sure that initial game Vulture is not able to get a free move out onto the map. That's delaying the command center oftentimes, sometimes turning into free wins. But what that's also doing is that's leading to more Marines in the early game and a faster siege tank in the early game. And as a result, for Protoss, from their eyes, it gets a lot harder to see whether they're defending a standard. It's like giving new life to a fake, to what was the FD push. So like a long time ago, long time ago, there was the fake expand FD, where you send some siege tanks, some vultures, some marines out on the map, and the goal is just to scare the Protoss, really, force them to play defensively while you're actually expanding. And then there was their inverse on that, where you actually are going for a 2-factory and hurting your opponent. By the way, this looks like a setup to go gateway into expand from Dentarg. Gateway on the low ground. This does allow more speedy troops to make their way out. So as you can see, that's a closer follow-up path. But anyway, we'll see what this turns into. But the placement suggests this is going to be a faster nexus. But anyway, point being, the 2-factory, it's like a new fake double-ish. And it's, I think the initial point was to try to get that Vulture some breathing room out on the map with Protoss playing more aggressively. Unfortunately, Dentarg's going to get scouted first in the midst of this. But what it's done is it's made a lot of the Terran pushes in the mid-game look where you might just be building them to try to provide some relief. It's made them look a lot more aggressive. At least I think that's what's happening. I could just totally be wrong, and these are just a handful of games and not what's generally happening out on the map, but we'll see. Zealot, by the way, marching its way across the map already. Eiffel, second Zealot produced here, careening its way towards Kik0. We do have the factory getting dropped, but I just want to note that that comes into play. Probe also drawing alongside. SCVs on the line to go ahead and provide some spacing. The SCV's blockading, and the 2 Marines. This is what was an attempt previously, by the way. Probe gets wiped out. I think that's worth the 1 SCV. A little bit. Come on, get out of there, Marine. 3 Marines versus a weakened Zealot's pretty good odds. And just only getting an SCV and a Marine. So the Probe trades heads up. Lose the Zealot, and there's the 3rd Marine regardless. The Zealot actually holding short. Wow, a 3rd Zealot being constructed, and Kik0 gonna wander right back in to get some more scouting. A 4th Marine being produced. Machine shop immediately before Vulture, by the way, here from Kik0. So Kik0 may be opting. So it's possible oh yeah, never mind. 2-factory. I was about to say, it's possible he's just gonna go machine shop and to expand, but I think he's going back to what he knows is effective for him. And in fact, opting to go double factory, especially with the option to grab a latent command center behind this. No second gateway as of yet. First siege tank under construction. Kik0 patrolling out to see whether the coast is clear. A little bit concerned. SCV getting pushed back by the Dragoon. The Zealots in the wings here. Dentarg doing a good job of disguising as well, hiding a lot of information. Unfortunately, it might blow up a little bit in his face, but having the extra Zealot padding might provide him more space to deal with the factory follow-up. He sees the SCV. The SCV sees the probe in position and is able to confirm no second gateway, so he's got to feel good about current scenario. Second machine shop finished. Made his way out. Some Marines chasing this back. So Dentarg thinks, okay, did a great job of delaying this command center right here. We got an SCV that wants to make its way out. In the meantime, the siege tank count is growing, and he isn't able to read the scenario. SCV was wiped out. No second Nexus, though, as of yet. But at the same time, Okay, Citadel of Adun dropped in Second Gateway Robotics Facility, Citadel of Adun. In the midst of this, the Citadel of Adun DTs are not going to be out in time to cope with this. I think this is Dentarg trying to do a reverse fake and say, oh yeah, I was going for an expansion, except not. And now all of a sudden, with that tech flood, he's running up against an attack moving out, and he could once again be in trouble. Once this third siege tank joins this trooping, this squad's gonna have trouble. Dentarg trying to file out. Kik0 reading it, getting up to the high ground. Great game sense here from Kik0. Repositioning and careening into that army. Zealot very rapidly wiped out. Another Zealot wiped out, and now the Dragoons are going to have to really pull their way. This also opens up the Vulture to just go straight up and get the mines out in position, and maybe even get a flank with some mines. Oh man, Dentarg, well, we'll see if this pays off. So he's got this, the Templar Archives constructing. The thing is, his mines do very well against Dark Templar. 4 mines down. Okay, Micro, the Dragoon trying to split off. This is a lot of weakened Dragoons. The Siege Tanks and the Marines are now joining the front. And we still have some more mines to plant, and this is with the gateway that's exposed. I don't know that the Dark... Well, maybe the Dark Templar can make something happen. Edge has been breached. Mind Drags right now would be incredible. Unfortunately, doesn't look like it's going to happen. 1 Zealot remains. A second Dark Templar is going to be required, but you'd have Dark Templar in the main, and with... So this Vulture needs to stay alive and get the mines out. Oh, gets the mines out immediately. And now all of a sudden, Dark Templar are going to be spawning into mine fire. And 2 mines clears it. Kik0 knows, so just needs to keep up the mine coverage. This Dark Templar might be able to run back to the main, but all he needs to do is get a single Vulture out and plant some mines there at the natural, and that should be it. The probe count plummeting. And Kik0, with, I'm telling you, his 2 factory pushes are solid. Love it when I'm correct on some of the calls here. Anyway, the mines are here. Dark Templar's gone. And that one's gonna get mine dragged into and take another hit. Dentarg getting knocked out there. Kik0 takes the overall series victory. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for listening.